All right. Let's see here. What time is it? Wish I could have been on sooner. I'll take what I can get. Oh, that's cool. Last left off saving point becomes what's shown in the mirror. Fair. All right. Let's see. There we go. We'll just continue where we left off, which is the actual start of the game. Or at the very least, when I can start moving around. Alright. Movement, right mouse button. WSD. And oh, you can rotate the camera now. Well, alright. That is going to be neat. They sped up the movement, so... To Her Majesty's health. The city has stood strong for another year. May it stand for 100 more. Strength Tenebris. Majesty's health. Oh. What does this guard say? To the city. Alright. So everybody's pretty much going to say the same thing, huh? Camellia. Grubby peasants and their grubby diversions. Why did I even bother coming? Okay. City. Happy City Day. Character actions. Hold tab to show all interactions. Okay. So what is this interaction?
Move out.
Left. Aim. Left. Oh. Huh. Cool.
Head on.
Socio. So many happy faces. Days like this keep our hope alive. Right. Stranger. Can't even click on it. Okay. Alright, anyone? Alright, let's try this. Sure. Punch. Yeah. Here, let me show you how you spin. The hell?
Crusader gods, behold Iomane, you poor imposter. Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
I'm down?
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Let the feast begin.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If flee is your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
The halfling's armor is splashed with blood. He is armed to the teeth with a sword, a blade, and a hatchet on his belt, and a crossbow on his back. His voice sounds familiar to you. I've seen you somewhere before. It's Discari. And we can just hold a conversation while demons are fighting everywhere. Sure. Who is Discari?
Must have got a good drubbing round the head, brother. Discari's a demon lord, the most fearsome enemy of all Crusaders and all living things, come to think of it.
The most powerful, the demons are unique demigods, rulers of the abyss, with their own individual powers and abilities. These demon lords are known throughout the multiverse, and many cults worshipping them exist on the material plane. The total number of demon lords is beyond knowing. Of the countless powerful demons who rule the various layers of the abyss, some are more widely known and worshipped. The most ubiquitous demon lord, and the only one to have attained full godhood, is the Mashtu, the mother of nature, mother of monsters. I've seen you somewhere before.
Yeah, you have. You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed. I see they patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for.
What's the situation, City?
Who knows? Everything's on fire, crashing down around our ears. The place is crawling with demons. Looks like a whole army attacked the city. We're sitting ducks.
Care to lend me a weapon? I'll try to fight the demons.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it can pierce the hide of a demon lord even.
Light crossbow.
Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
The halfling's words are drowned out by a terrible rumbling and the rustling of countless tiny wings.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts. Behold, Iomane. Behold the death I sow.
Maybe I should have run.
The
The silver dragon, Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
These cutscenes are fucking sick. Arcane Strike. And I can rotate the camera now. Look at all that. Beautiful.
I lead, you follow.
Holy mother of...
A small woman. A small woman with messy brown hair winces in pain, uttering a stream of curses through clenched teeth. She is pinned to the ground by a couple of weighty boulders.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
A young woman in knight's armor studies the rocks intently, work out how to move them.
I feel them all right. When say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too. That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Skill checks. See, doing... Alright, yeah. Should we help her? +5, +1, +10 diplomacy. I don't help anyone for free. No. See, hold on. We're going to get you out of there. Here's hoping. Alright, miss. So check. Help Sela pull Evia from beneath the rubble. Let's see. Again. Oh, sweet. Nat 20. Summoning all your strength, you managed to lift the rocks up enough to free the wounded woman from the rubble.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Inevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that. Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendev and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabras has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
The ward stones are a chain. Chain of powerful artifacts, keeping the world wound's expansion at bay. The first and greatest in the chain was erected in the city of Canabras by the hand of the inheritor himself, a golden-winged angel sent by the goddess Iomade.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabras will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
I came to fight the abyss. I'm a scholar. I can't. No, that'd be a lie. One person's war is another person's opportunity. I'm in the city to seek my fortune. No, I'm led by destiny. Not gonna try to be pretentious. I'm a traveler. I just wound up by chance. Yeah, I'll just keep it simple. My name is Lewis.
Good to meet you. Now, tell us all about yourself. Whoa, girl. Slow down. Exchanging names is enough for now. We don't have time to be swapping life stories. We need to find a way out of here. Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round. To summarize, there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
Alright. Now your party has several characters. All 2 of them, apparently. Select all your characters. I'll probably just do this. Either select them individually through the portraits on the bottom of the screen, or just press backspace. I'm not gonna bother remembering all this.
Onwards!
That's unfortunate. Outside of a crossbow, that's kinda it. I could take her longsword, but that's a dick move. Yes, Harlem. Put all the confiscated weapons in this chest. Take a look. Things survived the fall. Sweet. All my things and more. Look at all this stuff. Cloak of Resistance. Some ever-burning torches. Ooh, a cold iron longsword. Sweet. And a short spear. Alright. Well, we're in business. Cold iron longsword. Oak. Heavy shield. And the leader enhancement gives me a +1, and in weapon focus another +1. Good deal. Yeah, no. Alright. Onward and upward. Loot. Tarendalev's scale. I'm gonna pause that. Let's see, what does this do? Restore life to a deceased party member. Wow. Just a free revive. The subject of the spell gains 2 permanent negative levels when raised. Just as if hit by energy drain effects. Permanent negative levels. So this won't work on anyone until level 3. Alright, let's go.
Who's there?
The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman. Oh. Hello, Atrocious. Glad you can make it today. Let's see. What was I? Yeah. Noticed practically almost all these portraits were all used in character creation. Alright, let's see. What was it? Alright. The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust, and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking you were at a high society party and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw it at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it.
Let's see. Not many could withstand a strike from a demon lord, not even Terendelev.
I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Daskari himself has come to Canobras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendelev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
Tell me about yourself.
Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic.
She touches the polished snake skull amulet that hangs around her neck. Right. What happened to this poor man? Who is he?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far. Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Do you want to join us?
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
Yes, you said rapier correctly. You were I was wrong. You were right. Yes, but still, it's still weird for me to like. I have to consciously say it. All right, let's see. We need to keep moving. There must be a way back to the surface somewhere around here.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
So using abilities, campaign command, secure light wound. Yep.
Together we stand.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Magritium Turinus.
Spellcasting's a lot faster now. He's got a dagger. Okay. Let's see what else we got available to us here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything I'd put on any of these people. Alright.
Open your heart to me.
Right, what are these? Spirit Hunter, Paladin. The hell's a Spirit Hunter? Most shamans seek spirits to learn from them. Spirit hunters pursue them to eliminate. Some of these loners are on a quest to rid the world of evil spirits and restless ghosts. Others fight spirits to gain more power. And some join the war spirits wage among themselves. No matter how mysterious and inscrutable for a mortal's mind these could be, spirit hunters learn to enchant their weapons so it could harm the incorporeal enemies as easily as mortal flesh. There's a shaman. Oh, I should have just read your explanation. Right. I don't think I have to wait too. Just cast light. Let's see. How long is Divine last? Oh, 10 minutes. Yeah, should be fine with that.
You can trust me.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
But they lose their familiar in exchange, which is kind of a bummer. Whoa. Okay, let's fix this formation. It's looking kind of bad. No. How do I change this? Sure. Oh wait. Might as well get as much armor as I can. Scale mail, padded armor. Yeah, nope.
Head on!
Another of Tarendula scales. Let's see.
Well,
Can you blast magic? Nope. Weapon enchantment. Ghost touch spirit enchantment. Battle spirit. Let's see. Huh, neat. So should be fine for now, but that's neat to have.
save the last one for me.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, just crit.
I lead. You follow.
Just left or right path.
None shall escape.
Flame tongue. Oh, cooking. Sure, why not? And here I thought flame tongue was supposed to be some kind of magical fire sword. Oh well.
The heart quickens.
Alright. What's in this direction?
Let me draw the first blood.
Loot. Let's see, light mace, bracers of armor, engraved bracers of armor. Neat.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
No. You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realize that you have never encountered a creature like this before. The stranger looks like the work of a vivisectionist who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man.
When to walk?
The man notices you and freezes. The curling horn protruding from his head casts a malevolent shadow on the cave wall.
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
The woman looks just as strange as her companion, like a cross between a cat and a spider. When she catches sight of you, she immediately drops into a fighting stance. Her movements reveal the lethal grace of a wild predator.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait, they might know what's going on up there.
Who are you? Tieflings? No. Demons are laying waste to Canabras.
If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabras. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
Who are you? Tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground Crusaders, the children of the Crusades' finest.
Sadly, underground Crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
I've never heard of underground Crusaders before.
In Canabras, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
What is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
evil attack monsters like you don't deserve to live. What are you doing here?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground Crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, lad?
In case for those who didn't know, heaven is a plane in the outer sphere, a realm of pure righteousness, where the forces of good gather to aid those on less virtuous planes and help worthy souls find rest. Though inconceivably large, it appears to most viewers as a mountain with a mysteriously floating peak. Heaven's residents see law and goodness as largely the same force. Order is the greatest good, and goodness is the greatest order. They recognize the good intentions of the Azatas as of Elysium, but view them as misguided children. Similarly, they oppose the lawful evil forces of hell, but credit them with intelligence and believe that they can at least be reasoned into truces and stalemates, and perhaps even redeemed.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Angels are a group of altruistic celestials native to all three upper planes, Nirvana, Heaven, and Elysium. They represent all the multiple interpretations of goodness. The Eldest Angels were one of the first creations of the primordial deities of good, making them one of the oldest races in the great beyond, and were trained as celestial guardians and servants from birth. Most serve their creators to this day. Most angels in modern times come from ascended good mortal souls, rather than direct divine creation. Sometimes these souls even retain aspects of their mortal forms. Moondog shrugs and turns away. Maze, does it really lead to the surface?
Yes, there are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground Crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
A sword of holy flame? How did it wind up down here?
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue.
We'll find the sword faster if we work together. I'll help you.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. This sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, sorty. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
In objects. Perception check. Sure. So. Yeah, it's just automatic still. Okay. Lore religion.
Not this time.
Statue of an unknown knight. The technique is crude, but the figure was clearly crafted with genuine feeling.
Onwards!
The room looks like an improvised museum, or perhaps some kind of temple.
Now what is that?
Alright, what was the chance of actually passing it? To 12. Yeah, okay. Grinding stone.
What do we have here?
Stuff. Handful of gems. Okay.
I found, something.
A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Lewis feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Terendelev reopens and weeps scarlet. But there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber, this one or another one entirely. Lewis's heartbeat quickens. and a stream of thoughts suddenly burst into his mind. Thoughts that clearly belonged to another. Treachery. They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am about to die from the traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rock, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Lewis intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to heal the wounded girl. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Lewis. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, "Laria, you said that everything was going to change soon. You and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true?" The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster, like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in colorful robes observing the stars. A young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword. A majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready. There is no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You take care. It is near. There, in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow, the sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Lewis's head pounds with pain, and it is no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lario who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. Let's see. Well, determined to fight off the illusion. Knowledge Arcana. Lewis knows how to resist malign influence such as this, no matter its origin. Sure. Yes. Alright. The force of the attack, though originating in a vision, is terrifying. But Lewis is stronger. He shakes off the pain and torpor. But alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in this strange vision or memory. But the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Descari, the terrifying demon lord. In a moment as swift as though itself, or as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they called Lario. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks, like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young and then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lario. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lario's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword, and with his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Lewis senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing. Like a river running dry, the last thing he hears is this. You will kill me, monster. This I know. But one day, someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and punish evildoers and traitors, save and protect the innocent. I don't have a lot of ways to do the others. I don't want to make promises I can't keep, so punish evildoers and traitors. The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Lewis does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing in Lewis's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Lewis sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. Lewis senses that it will return. All he need do is call it.
Hey, are you all right? You were kinda glowing just now.
Sela kneels before the light, offering up a prayer to Iomade.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
I think I saw the memories of Lario, the angel who died here.
L'Ariel? That really was L'Ariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us. Get the sword and start talking about visions.
Now, Wentwog, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff. Because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
Wait, I have the angel mythic path already? So, hey, Atrocious, if you're listening, if I pick one mythic path, is that it and I'm stuck with it for the rest of the game? No, man, I guess you can't hear me. Damn it. You saw it too. Traders, the dying girl.
It's only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you can whip it out again? We do kinda need it. Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous. And when I'm upset. And when I'm happy. Anyway, what I said, it came out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sol. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
And what if he can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
Reveal the light of heaven, it seems I can control it.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Lead us to your chief, and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not. Yeah, I'm probably going to, but...
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
No, what is that?
Uh-huh. 10-minute protection from evil. Wait, do I have that? Light of the Angels. See, you summon a soothing light, warming the hearts of your allies and obscuring the vision of your enemies. Every ally in 20 feet gets 1 temporary hit point for 1 hour. And the enemies become dazzled for 1d4 rounds. Inspire Rage. This ability allows accept effects of Inspire Rage. If it's disabled, What are the effects of Inspire Rage? Alright. Jules, treat affliction. Okay. I'm guessing this is someone else's ability. Zen Archer. And a fighter. Just a fighter. So where am I getting this freaking Inspire Rage effect? What is it? Let's see. This ability allows the character to accept effects of Inspire Rage from any Scald. So it's a Scald ability? So where's it coming from? Knight Errant. It is unusual to find much cheer in a person with such a dark past, and strange to see a former thief and a street urchin wearing the shining armor of Iomede's paladin. This young woman has forged her faith from the pain of her losses and her thirst for justice and redemption. She has managed to preserve her compassion and kindness underneath her steel armor. Will this become Sela's weakness, leading her to the ultimate ruin? Let's see. Blue Blood. Camellia has both youth and talent in her favor. She tirelessly fights demons and cultists alike, but prefers to keep her distance from her fellow warriors. It's hard to tell if this is the arrogance inherent to some people of noble birth, or if she has another reason for keeping her companions at arm's length. Lawful good alignment, undetectable alignment, lawful neutral, neutral evil. Okay. Distorted, not broken. Lon the Mongrel is a curious sight, even for the distorted land of the Worldwound. A descendant of the first Crusaders, a child of the caves beneath Canabras. He followed his new leader up toward the light of the foreign sky. It seems that nothing can shake his composure, but is that really true? How strong is a man's resolve built upon a self-imposed death sentence? Let's see. Survival of the fittest. The deadly and cunning huntress from the mongrel tribe left her home to travel to the surface with her new commander. She inhabited a harsh and brutal world where the weak inevitably become prey for the strong. So she chose to be strong. Is there anything in the world she wouldn't do in her quest for power? Or will survival always remain her primary instinct? Okay. So, like this, what do we got? Worship the Mashtu. Fighter. Point blank shot. Precise shot. Hunter. Oh, background. Also a hunter. Marine courtier. Pickpocket. All right. Let's grab the rest of this stuff around here.
Forget it.
Fail.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
See.
Move out.
I'll cut you wide open.
No one stands in my way.
I will help where I can.
Alright, that's it.
Yet another obstacle.
Oh, strength build makes things a lot easier.
Head on.
Well, this didn't go well.
It's on 11.
The mongrel did it. Did we find trouble?
They'll beg me
they
to
did.
stop.
Over there.
I kinda don't need this now. Why bother giving a tutorial about combat this late in the game? Wand of Cure Light Wounds. Actually, hold on. Let's see. I could give Windog something as well. Fighter. She at least has some armor. Yeah. He's essentially a monk, so he doesn't need anything.
You follow.
They will break against our resolve.
Battles await.
Let's see.
I'll watch your back.
Oh wait, no. I'm only losing 2 HP. It's too early to waste a heal on that. Alright.
Pay attention! I'm losing my temper.
Rely on me.
Cut them to pieces!
Comma. Masterwork Greatsword. Oh, no voice acting. Alright, we finally hit the end of it. Windout glances at Lan, who is fixing his slipped bowstring, and quickly walks over to you. Her cat-like eyes glow from beneath her hood. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you and I are the only two people here who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you. Don't show the light of heaven to Saul. Let's see. Lan is sure light should be shown to the mongrels. Lan Windog grimaces, and a guttural husky snarl unfurls in her throat. He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me, it sounds like suicide. The worst part is that the tribe might actually take his words to heart and follow where he leads. I thought you considered the mongrels to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness. That we are strong and can do many things. That's why we were chased down here. We scared people. But it's one thing to go hunting in the caves, and another to fight in the shield maze. Windog leans closer, her pupils dilating. I've been there. I've spent my whole life training so I can make it through all the way to the end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple of monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we fought. But we weren't prepared. The maze isn't just a physical challenge. It's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as the primordial night. And if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you, and soft singing in the distance that seems to rise and fall with the beating of your heart. Windog looks away. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again. And it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters burst into the maze with no idea where they're going. All because Lan believes that a glowing sword will solve all our problems. Don't you want to save the kids lost in the maze? I do want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Saul is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lon's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go alone if I have to and find them, or whatever's left of them, without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking only my own life. Wendell slows. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find the way out to the surface. I'll think about it. Let's go. Wendell nods. Don't show the chief the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it. Oh, that was... Here we go. Mongrel, you have nothing to feed you. Go to one of the other tribes. I don't even want to know what's happening up there. This maze really collapsed. If you can hunt, you're welcome to stay. Let's pray to our ancestors to bring our children back home safe to us.
Move out!
Your first impression of the mongrel village is of a squalid dump, with the odors to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white eyeless fish, while others are repairing fishing nets. All the signs of normal village life, but tense expectation hangs in the air. A heavy-set aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way toward you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands, and his face has a distinctly rat-like appearance, with pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplanders, eh? End times are upon us indeed. Oof. That accent. Chief Saul, we found the angel's sword, and we found the one who can wield it. Lon points at you. He had a vision, and now the angel's sword, together with the light of heaven, are somehow inside him. Gather the tribe, anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive. We can go save them. Sol raises his hand with ragged, broken fingernails. Ah, Lon, Always dreaming, always talking. You're too hasty for your own good. Alright, you know what? That freaking, the way he talks is hard for me to read out loud, so I'm just gonna read how I think it's supposed to be. Alright. It's going to get you in trouble. Soul eyes you up and down. An uplander with the light of heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lon trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lon? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Dialogue restricted by mythic paths. Throughout the game, you will occasionally encounter colored options marked as associated with a specific mythic path. These are dialogue branches that embody the spirit of a particular manifestation of mythic powers. In the earlier stages of the game, these options must be selected in order to gain the opportunity to set out on the corresponding mythic path. Once your mythic path is set, unique alternatives inaccessible to other mythic paths will become available to you. Alright. Is there someone else from the surface here? Soul points off to the side. There he is. Hale and hearty and prim as a peacock, just like me. Soul laughs, but quickly returns to business. It's not good. Too many uplanders. Not good. Not right. What are you up to here? You're not one of us. We're not your kind. When the time comes, we'll come to you, not you to us. Nice. The stream will. Alright, yeah. Everything's up and running. Alright. Let's see. I will help you find the lost Mongols in the maze, but you can quit hoping for a magical sword to appear. Windog lets out a satisfied laugh. At last, someone's talking sense. You don't understand. It's holy light. It will scare off the monsters that dwell in the maze. Lon drops his voice. Listen, I don't personally believe in this angelic light, but Saul does. Show him. It won't cost you anything. Well, I am not lawful good, so I don't have to do anything that's just specifically lawful or chaotic. But yeah, Lon is mistaken. We didn't find the sword. I don't want the angel mythic path. Lon whips around to look at you, stunned. He clenches his fist for a moment, as if planning to shake the truth out of you. But he quickly gets a handle on himself. I don't know why you're lying. No doubt you have your reasons. But I know it's a lie and you know it. And Windu knows it. Lon turns to Windog. Tell him, Windu. Windog stares blankly back at him. I saw the light shining between the rocks and then it went out. Lon saw what he wanted to see. Why are you doing this? Doing what? Telling the truth? Let's see. Those on my hands. You saw some kind of light near me, and you thought that meant I now have the angel's sword. You were mistaken. There's no need to drag other people into it. I don't want the blood of gullible Mongols on my hands. Say nothing. The top one. No need to drag other people into it. The scaly half of Lon's face is as expressionless as always, but the human half is twisted by the pain of betrayal. I see how it is. You and Windu have worked everything out between yourselves. Lon barks a hollow laugh. I'm such an idiot. Lon beats his fist against his forehead, causing a few scales to fly off. An idiot who's decided to trust you. Everybody around me said that they didn't want to go anywhere or save anyone, but I didn't believe them. I always have to take things further than anybody else, isn't that right, Chief? Fine, I see how things are. I don't need any more convincing. Lon offers a crooked smile. Peace, Lon. Miracles are not meant for us. We, the tribe, we wait. If you're one of us, you will wait. We're not going anywhere. Uplanders, rest now. There's a hut over there. You can rest there. Lon is silent, his eyes shifting from you and Soul to Windog. You made the right choice. It was the lesser of two evils. And now, rest, so we can be at our best when we go into the maze. I promise to lead you to the surface, and I will. For advancement. Huzzah, level up. Alright. Here we go. Windog. Yeah, exit that real quick. See options. Yeah, this. Pause when a hidden object is detected. I think that's it. Save all the changes there. Auto level up companions. When on, gang level happens automatically. Alright. Let's see. First leveling myself. Persuasion, Monte Arcana, and Athletics. Too soon to get an armor focus. Let's seize the moment. Ally with critical hit, get an attack opportunity. That's if I went for a crit build. Wait. Yeah, here it is, at level 6. Just a free dazzling display. So I could build with that in mind. Get intimidating prowess as well. Why not? I'm doing plenty of damage with my attacks so far anyway. Let's see here. Paladin. Altering this. Oh, right. So I did. So I just checked the result. Yeah.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Level up. Next. Apparently that's it. The hell is ice plant? Okay. Right. Guess we have the longbow.
Only you deserve my obedience.
Huh?
You need me. Good.
Whatever. What? Next. Next. Just get some deadly aim. What's the difference? -1, +2. Use deadly aim, get +3 bonus to damage and rolls instead of +2. +4. Oh. Neat. Alright. And complete. Alright. So let's see. So heaves himself around to face you, eh? I want to ask a few questions. Actually, that's going to have to wait around here. We are going to stop for now. Alright. Thanks everybody who was able to stop by today. And I will be back on tomorrow. Yep, same time as usual. Actually, I'm going to be back on later tonight, but I'm going to be streaming Pathfinder Kingmaker. I want to get through that game. Alright, I'll see you all in a bit. Take care.